Okay. Oh no, I gotta go through all of this again.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Look at that. Just eating gerbil food. Who does that?
I kept eating
look at this
and eating.
toothpaste. Ugh.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart!
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
There we go, I gotta recenter
I pulled
it.
him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
No, this is the best part. This is actually where I just stopped because I was like testing the game.
A mama rabbit.
Where? Oh, you're mine. Ew. Gotcha.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Whee! I legit just stopped here. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. I'm a shark. Whee! 360. Jennifer the shark coming in. Woo!
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
don't like this nostalgia sense.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
And I'm gonna get this fat, juicy seal.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm a snake. What's up? Yeah. Yeah.
Now I was a monster,
Trapping.
and I smelled
Trapping.
people everywhere.
Trapping? Isn't that the one you're
How big is a snake? Oh my god. I am the snake. I'm going. We're going in. Stupid bucket.
I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, belly with a rusty razor, shaves belly with a rusty razor, in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? And the captain's daughter,
I just ate him whole. Hey, let me in.
After
What
the
up?
last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh,
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old
not
pipe.
the snack. Snake a snack. No!
I got closer and closer.
Nostalgia trip? But that's where I swear I left off.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay then.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Oh, no. Okay, it was just saving.
Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
I'm guessing you know about your classes?
Yes.
The room was like a museum.
Why was she on the loose?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victim on January 7th, 1937. 40-foot waves off the coast Odin's of Washington. Daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Wait, oh, right there in my palm? Yeah, you can thank Wyatt. He drew on me. Well, not on my palm.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
.2010.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Norwegian folktales.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Drawer. Oh, there's a
I hadn't thought of myself as
bunch
Edith Jr.
of
for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Can I go? Okay, was that all to this room? Door.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Yo, honestly, I would so have this bathroom. Look at this. Pink toilet, pink carpet, pink freaking shower with a chair. Freaking chair. Yeah, buddy.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
What am I just stuck in here now? What? Options. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's gotta be one of these books. I'm honestly lost. Like, where do we even go? What do we do? Oh.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
What the heck?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Dude. Oh!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I thought he was gonna, like, pierce himself.
After
The
the
freaking
funeral,
fence.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Okay, we got... What is this? Another secret passage? You stupid... Oh my god. What? Okay. Man, this house is full of passages.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay, now I can get there. Oh. Nope, already got a bad sense of this.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Okay. Nope, no, I don't want in. No, I want out. But don't tell me that's the bed. Okay, it's not. That's a clever spot.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
That is super, super clever.
Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Are you serious?
She found Rick's clutch and imagined the worst.
Those are creepy enough as it is.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Out the way, foo.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
What's with the scary freaking noises? Oh my god. Doodly 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 doodly. I got the crutch again. Oh. Oh, there goes the A skate. Whack-a-mole. Oh, that's the wrong room.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh, that's hot.
She played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Kobe.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Ow! Jesus. Oh, there's my phone.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
I'ma get him.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Guy makes me feel uneasy. Ugh.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Alright, nothing there. Alright, time to go back.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. It's funny. All
Mom
those
must have
times I
locked
played
the
the music
doorstairs
box
on
and
the night
never
left.
found the basement key.
No, this was the first room I did.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Wait, so if the entire thing happened, then when did Walter die? Hold on, let me check my book. 05. Oh god. It looks creepy. I mean, you want to play some pool? That's not creepy.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What the heck?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Yeah, that's where I'm wondering. Where is this little douche at?
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Huh? Welcome to Alaska, boys. Oh god, here's Walter's story.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. Everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
That's probably not showing my comments. Oh, no one's just talking. Alright. Alrighty.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara, Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
This train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
No. Better go back down there.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
What?
And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
I mean, yeah, you got hit by a freaking train. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Wait, but what's that down there?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as
I got chills.
Right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Yeah.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh. Why are there so many freaking animals?
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zerpy, lurpy, furpy, chirpy, burpy, turpy, and derpy junior. Oh my god, oh
Sven
god.
built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Was heißt denn das? Oh, there's more.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
What even is that?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now,
This is where Molly was. Oh.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, there's a ladder there.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
It's too early, Dad. Okay.
Oh!
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole
douche.
weekend, isn't it? You'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's this. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Do I legit just have to... Yes, sir. Oh. What do I take a picture of? Woohoo.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done? Nothing quite like being outside. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Don!
Look at that! Oh, that's perfect timing. If you... Oh.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
What the heck is this third-person game?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
I shouldn't be...
Of all these stories,
I shouldn't be laughing, but oh my god. He just got yeeted. Oh my god. He got full on knocked off the edge. Oh my god, I'm not.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
That's sick. He got himself a freaking rock climbing
At the
set
time,
and
it was
everything.
as far away as she could get. I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
I'm gonna go for Gus first.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Oh my god,
Our
wow!
father never
That's
asked us,
sick.
at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Whoops.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I now pronounce you husband and wife. You make him cry.
Yup. Whee! What?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh, you did.
I wish
And
that I could truly
ladies
say
and
I
gentlemen,
thought about
welcome
you
to Fire NATO 4.
out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Now it's time to learn about Gregory.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
But you gonna make me. Come here, boy.
Back time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Yeet. Yeet. Yep. You gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Yeah, you gon' make me lose my mind. There's trophies to this game? Oh my god, I really have to do this. Yep. Kobe! Kobe!
That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel you slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Oh, man, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
What the heck?
I know what happened wasn't your fault.
I want it.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh. Okay, I still got like half an hour. Dang. I should not be laughing at these deaths, but oh my god, they're funny.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
There's probably something back in that room that I missed. Say for a secret passage.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Why? Nope.
My mom
Yep.
moved to
Knew
India
I
a
missed
week
something.
after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Nice way of knocking. Yeah, dress is right there. You got me. You're going. You got me on. She already came in. I didn't even have to get up. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try my best not to get my foot caught again. See ya. Maybe.
Thank you.
I didn't even know we had a dress. Okay, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 4 stories, and then I'll be finished.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
Does not look safe.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Actually, I've got to look through this.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis. Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Yeet.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery, I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him. That all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
The heck?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I'm gonna get to the next save point.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
That's a guillotine.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Like only 1, 2. Okay. How much time?